What's the hardest part about travel? It's not booking the flight, it's not booking the hotel, it's making sure your stomach stays happy while you're traveling. Hi, my name's Arti. Welcome to Well Then. We talk about different wellness topics through a modern lens, and I'm excited that this episode is coming to you from Punta Cana in the Dominican Republic. Now, I am traveling, but when I travel, I always get a bit of stomach upset. It's from eating at different times, different time zones, being on the flight, and also indulging in some of the goodies that are always there when you're traveling. So what can we do to help ourselves with our stomach so that our guts stay happy? Well, I have 10 things, and we're actually gonna start by looking at what's in my bag. So let's see what I've packed with me to make my gut a little more stable on this trip. So first things first is I have some digestive enzymes. I've put this in a little container. Digestive enzymes really help me and others, especially when you're having like heavy meals and things you know you really shouldn't be having. So if you have this maybe 15 minutes before your first meal, or not your first meal, but before your first bite, or with your first bite of your meal, this will help you to digest heavier meals. So that's one thing. The other thing that always is in my bag is chai no masala. This is a little container of, I know you're thinking it's a jam jar. I do actually have a jam jar in here because you'll see why. I love these because they're so practical. But chai no masala, a mix of different spices, always so good in your tea, your coffee. I add it into that in the mornings when I'm traveling, or I just have it with some hot water. The other thing I also have haldi, hardar, turmeric, a little container of turmeric. I can also add that to some whatever hot drink I'm having. It just helps with your stomach. I find that, you know, these types of spices just keep your stomach ignited and working in the right ways. All right, this is like my favorite. I always have this in my purse. I'm not even talking about when I'm traveling. This is always, always, always with me. If you are ever out with me, you will know that I keep this with me. So I keep a little container of ajwain or ajmo. In English, it's called carom seeds. And this is so good for cutting gas. You know, when you feel burpy, your stomach feels heavy, you feel bloated, this will help you. You can take this after a heavy meal. You can take this before a heavy meal. You can take this in between meals when you know you're feeling a bit upset. I know for me, if I go for long periods without eating, there's a lot of gas, a lot of vata energy that accumulates in my stomach. And something like this, a little take a little in your hand, pop it in your mouth, chew it down, helps to cut some of that airiness, that gassiness. You can also put it in hot water and enjoy it that way. Okay, what else do we have? Okay, so when I'm traveling for, on bigger trips as well, this is especially important to have. Although this baggie little lives in my backpack anyways, diarrhea relief. So sometimes when I'm talking about like stomach upset during travels, I'm just talking about your stomach feels off, you get bloated, you're crampy. No, this is like the heavy stuff when we're talking business. Like this will stop it in its tracks. I know it's not Ayurvedic, but I believe in mixing the Ayurvedic and the Western sciences. Like, let's use a little bit of both to stay happy and healthy on our travels. Okay, we're not done yet. There are still some more things in my bag. So this is a container of coconut oil. I took another container and decanted it in here. And coconut oil, or any type of pure healthy oil, is so good to take when you're traveling. I've talked about the practice called navel oiling. It's like nabi sanskar in Ayurveda. So maybe not sanskar, but nabi something. Take some coconut oil, could be coconut oil, castor oil. You can also purchase a formulated oil, put it on your stomach at nighttime before bed. Massage it in a circle. It will help to release gas. It'll help you digest overnight. It's also so good for nourishing the body, also good for sleep as well. So I keep this with me. Okay, a few more. This one is exciting. This is Moong Pani. I've talked about Moong Pani in other videos. This is a lentil-based broth. It's got spices in it. It's super hydrating. I literally used this yesterday because I was feeling upset in between meals. Like my stomach was just feeling really uncomfortable. So I poured some hot water in a cup, put a couple teaspoons of this in here. So good. Speaking of hot water, Remember to drink hot water when you're traveling. I know you're in a hot place. I know you want your icy drinks, your cocktails, whatever. Enjoy, please, please enjoy. But try and start your morning with hot water. Try and have your evening with hot water. It just keeps the stomach warm. The whole thing in Ayurveda is all about your Agni, your digestive fire, keeping your stomach warm so that it can digest. So making sure to have some warm drinks, hot water, hot tea, so important. All right, now the last two, and you might be fed up of me. You might be thinking, Aarti, I'm not gonna pack 1,000,001 of these things in my bag. I get it, totally fine. But these last two, you don't need to pack anything. You can do super easily. So the first is making sure you walk, get in some steps, make sure you have movement. You know, you may be at a resort and you're by the pool and you're chilling, and that's great. But make sure you get in just like a 10-minute walk that helps move things around, get your stomach moving, really helps with digestion, especially in the morning and at night. And after a big meal, if you have a meal, lunchtime, just take a little walk around. That'll help you digest so much. And then the last one is a simple one as well, just connecting back to your breath. Any type of pranayama. When we do pranayama, breathing exercise, we start to inhale and exhale with more control, with more attention on our body. We start to contract the stomach a little bit more, helps to stimulate that rest and digest process in our body. I'll give you a little practice if you need an example. You can do Samavriti, popularized as box breathing. So you can take an inhale for four counts, inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, pausing at the top for 4, exhaling completely for a count of 4, and then holding at the bottom for a count of 4. You can repeat this a couple of times, and then this will help to regulate your nervous system, regulate your breathing, and of course your stomach as well. So I hope this helps you think about what you can do on your next trip to stay gut happy. Let me know in the comments which ones you're going to use. See you next time.